Let's move on to kind of like a big picture, kind of more Thanksgiving like topic that we've talked about, but also fits into the theme of the show. So, how does collecting improve our lives? Lael, we talked about this a little bit last night, and I thought it was a
Hmm.
really healthy, like engaging, productive, and exciting discussion, talking about what we're thankful for and how does collecting really make our lives better. So, Lael, I want to actually start with you on this one. How do you think collecting improves our lives overall?
I mean, the thing is, it's, for a lot of people, it's a safe space. We
Mm-hmm.
know that, again, mental health is a real thing. We've seen it with this past week, with the loss of a very, very popular individual within the Power Rangers community. We've seen it with so many individuals that we've lost, within the last year. That mental health is really real. I mean, I get conversations. We have conversations with a lot of people who hit us up and they let us know that they're experiencing certain things that this community kind of helps them stay sane. It keeps them focused, keeps them calm when they have high end pieces like this. When you devote more of your attention towards, getting these figures in, posing them up, having something in your collection that's meaningful, it takes your mind away from everything else. You know what I mean? It takes your mind away from everything that's going outside in this world politically, health wise. The pandemic is still there. People just don't see it as much because we do have remedies, but it's still there, alive and well. But again, cancer is spreading like a wildfire. Literally, like when cancer is, it's spreading faster than AIDS, bro. That's how cancer is right now. It's incredible. But when we think about stuff like that, this is a safe space. For us, it bridges that gap. It brings us together. We've met and formulated so many different relationships, through this. We've networked with individuals. We've had a chance to kind of, do giveaways, be there in a time of need for individuals that, we've basically lost, or, that they've experienced loss, like brother cousin was talking about yesterday, what I mean? The birth of his daughter,
Yep.
we were there for that. You know what I mean? Like, all of us have actually been there for that. The passing of my grandmother, people were there with me, through that journey. So again, this is the importance of the community, is a simple fact that it's not just about collecting, it's about spreading the love of that collecting, and sharing and fellowshipping in the love for collecting and stuff like that, through good and bad. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I've met some really, really great friends such as you and Optical, and everybody else out there. Like, without this community, like we said this yesterday, like I don't really talk this much to talk, in general, this much to anyone outside of this community. You know what I mean? Like, I can't
Yeah.
really have these conversations with friends outside. I mean, we talk, on a daily basis, but within this community, this is what brings us together, and we have more conversations about this because it's something that we love, the nostalgia, just the sheer innovation of having pieces that we never thought we would have before. So I'm very thankful for that when it comes to, collecting, and how much what it has done. I mean, yes, we spent a lot of money, but at the same time, what I mean? That, I would do it all over again, just to, have these relationships, again. So definitely that's,
Absolutely, bro.
yeah,
Absolutely. And it's a huge thing, layout. It's not to be taken lightly for sure, because,
yeah.
the on just face level, we get to go into our collection room and be like, this represents me. And these are all things I'm
Hmm.
super excited about and they make me happy. Anything that
Yeah.
you enjoy is for the most part going to cost money. I mean, like if you want to go
Yeah.
play laser tag, it costs money, right?
Yeah.
Unless you want to go walk around, like, which is also really fun, like take nature walks, that's free, right? But a
Bro,
lot
like
of things in life,
$60 for gas, bro.
yeah, exactly. Gas.
Like
So you got
literally
that's a good
60.
point. You got to drive there to get
That was
there.
3 NRDs that I spent to get gas. You know what I
Three
mean? So that's what
energies.
I'm saying when you think
It's funny
about
how
that,
collectors
bro.
think. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like that's the first thing we fucking think
Yeah,
about
we
when
think
we go
about
to
we're
the
like, bro,
movies.
anytime we're like at the grocery store and there's like the great value brand or whatever versus the name brand, you're like, fuck that, that's an NRD, bro. I'm
Yeah,
getting the
like
cheap
that's the
brand.
NRD. That's the shit you're
Yeah,
thinking
that's an
about, bro. That's
NRD.
the
That's how we
feeling.
think, bro. It's like, no, I could get this really
Oh
nice t-shirt. I
yeah.
get the one from Walmart. I was like, no, I get the Walmart one. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. But yeah, man, I think collecting improves our lives in a lot of way. And I know for everyone in the chat and for all of us, I can only assume the people we've met and the friendships we've made and what we've
Mhm.
learned and how we've grown. Like, I feel like I've grown a ton since I've started streaming and doing YouTube
Yeah.
and collecting. Like, just meeting you guys and you guys introducing me to new ideas, collecting and otherwise, that have really just improved and expanded upon my, abilities and my growth as a human. So, yeah, really exciting. But Optical, what do you think, man? How does it collecting improve your life overall?
Oh, I think it improves everyone's life tremendously because you need an escape with
Yep.
life, with everyday life. Like life itself is already hard, but once you are in the mood for your collectibles, right? Like, and we all have our problems, recession, like bills and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
when you take when you have that an hour or two just browsing sideshow, right? Like looking for deals, that's an escape from your real
Yeah.
life. And
Yeah.
I'm not advocating that you you ignore your real life, but I'm assuming like everyone here is like, is responsible enough to do that. That hour or two is good for you mentally. You escape
Yeah.
the everyday stress that you do have. You sit down, you plan ahead, like, all right, I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna display this. It's good for you creatively, like
Yeah.
you post your figures. It gives your passion back, that sometimes gets lost. Let's be honest. Like when we get older, we just tend to think it's like, how much money am I going to make? How am I going to pay
Mhm.
my bills? What am I going to do this weekend? But with this, it brings your inner child back. You think about the movies that you like. Maybe it inspires you to watch the movie again. And then whatever emotions you felt at that time, you feel it again when you see the figure, when you hold it, when you pose it.
Mhm.
You want to take pictures of it. You share it with the people around you. And that small window of time gets you away from being an adult. And that's beautiful because when you're a child, remember, you don't have any problems. You were just there, you're playing video games, and that's how we feel. I feel like when we're doing this, collectibles, whether we're browsing for the next deal, imagining how this our display would look like, like
Mhm.
just overall being an escape before you go back to the real world, punching your time clock again, go back to your work for 8 hours. But you have that window when you get home before you go to sleep. You have your phone, check on the community. I'm gonna watch Will, a little bit. I want to
Yeah.
watch Lyle and watch this review. That little window right there, I feel like is important to
Yeah.
everyone, regardless if you're collecting figures or puzzles, Black Series, as long as you have a diversion from real life that would
Yeah.
take you back to whatever you loved before. I think that's very important. It would change your life. It would relieve some of the the hardships that life already has to offer.
Right. Yeah, because I think there's
Definitely.
any number of things that can fill that role for you, Optical. Like we've talked about music, right? Music can do that. Working out can do that. Hang out with family. But collecting is a great option for that. Like it is a great escapism option. And I don't think that can be overlooked. I don't even think we realize
Yeah.
how important it is for us to have that. And
Yeah.
have something like healthy to focus on as long as you don't, I mean, anything excess can be a bad thing, right? But if you
Mhm.
do this collecting hobby in moderation and use it sort of as like your own form of therapy, it can totally work. It can totally be something that's healthy for you to,
Yeah.
explore things you enjoy. Cause I guess one of the goals of life at the end of the day is to be happy, right? That's like one
Yeah.
of the things that you can only hope for. So if you're exploring and pursuing happiness healthily, then this is a great place to do it. And I've seen people, I don't even know if they're joking, but I've seen people say this in multiple chats, that this keeps them from, doing other things they shouldn't be doing, like breaking
But
the
that's the
law.
truth.
Yeah, or doing
That's the
other
truth,
stuff. I
bro.
know it's true, Leo. Like, and it really is. Like, maybe you spend a little bit too much in 1 month. Yeah, that's not super healthy for you, but it's better than a lot of alternatives. So,
Bro,
yeah.
Toya's happy, it keeps me in the house. Like literally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's happy. I mean, but that's just me. That's who I am. Like literally, bro. Wait. Well, honestly, like we joke about this, but wait till you go to Comic-Con. And the reason why I say that is not just to basically take in the festivities, not just basically for collectibles, not just basically to see panels and stuff like that. But watch how many people walk up to you and say, "Hey, Will, I watch your show."
Oh, yeah.
Bro, like literally, like that means more to me than what I do here. Like, because the thing
Yeah.
is, it's like we formulated these relationships. I was walking around New York Comic Con with Louis Libitz, bro. Like, I
Oh,
was
nice, nice.
literally walking around with Louis Libitz, bro. Like, had a chance to basically sit down and talk, and vibe with him in comics. Like, literally, like so many people walking up to you is like, "Yo, I watch your show. Can I get a picture?" Stuff like that. It's not about that. It's about the conversations that you have with these people, bro. And it's like really like you're providing a space. That right there means more than anything, bro. And this is what this community provides. Like how many people basically run in or say, yo, or they're in opticals chats. You know, how many people basically are in your chat? How many people are in my chat when they actually say the same thing? People that see us together like, yo, the Trinity's back, or they'll say stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's just because it's recognizable. The vibe, the chemistry is there. This is what we have. This is what we formulate in this community, bro. And we give this back to them. You know what I mean? Because of this community, I've been able to basically I provided like 187 costumes to kids. Like literally because of this community, bro. You know what I mean? Because of this community, I'll be able to provide food for the homeless, food for families that are in need. I'll be able to provide toys to individuals who need it because of this community, bro. Like there's no better thing. There's no better community out there because we look out for each other. That's how it is. Even like I said, when it's, you know, dumb shit that happens in the community, we can overlook that. It passes like a quiet storm, bro. Like it's just basically the way it is. And then we get back to the things that we love. This is what this community provides, and I love it, bro.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's Leo. That's a great answer. You and Optical both, man. Super great insights there, and I totally agree. That's really what it is. Whether you're on the YouTube channels or not, like if you're just in the chat or you're commenting on the Facebook groups, you're still a huge part of this community, and I think that's great for all of us, and it's very healthy. I feel like. Sometimes people from the outside looking in don't understand collecting, but I think, if we can take sort of these conversations and explain to them if they're willing to listen, I think they would get a much more clear picture of why this happens. So